things are difficult, but all the same, you find it appropriate because of the love of this party to be here this morning. I want to use this opportunity to welcome you again as we enter into the business of the day. I will brief you as also what you expect to hear from us. Thank you very much.
We can, move ahead. But we need those brains. We need these brains to guide the leadership, as to how we can salvage and bring unity and peace to this party. Having said so, I thank you all for listening.
PDP.
Members of the board, that this agenda is adopted for our meeting today, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So the agenda for today's meeting is approved. And of course, I want to explain why I had to go that route. Because the last time we keep improving. The last time the issue was raised, that particularly on some items that we don't know what the business of the day is. That's why I went that route. Distinguished colleagues, the chairman of our great party and the national secretary of our great party, the secretary of the board of trustees, distinguished members of the board, past and present governors, my colleagues, elder statesmen and women, you are indeed welcome to this 78th meeting of the Board of Trustees. It is a privilege to address you today at this pivotal meeting of our great party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Allow me to first express my gratitude for your unwavering commitment to the values and vision of the PDP. The unity, strength, and dedication of this board and its members are the bedrock of our progress as a party, especially in these challenging times. I am pleased to acknowledge the successful conclusion of congresses across several states. These congresses have demonstrated our party's ability to foster internal democracy and transparency. However, the Board of Trustees has also received reports that in some states, these congresses were not conducted in full accordance with the guidelines of our great party. In some instances, the congresses did not even hold as scheduled. These discrepancies are of serious concern and consequences to us all, and it is essential that we address them immediately. Therefore, I'm calling on the National Working Committee to ensure that these issues are swiftly resolved. It is crucial that any deviations from PDP guidelines are corrected. And where congresses did not hold, new dates should be scheduled to ensure all party members have a fair and transparent opportunity to participate in the democratic process. While we celebrate our achievements, we must also acknowledge that the strength of our party lies in our ability to resolve internal conflicts. As we know, a house divided cannot stand, and it is our collective responsibility to ensure that any issues or disputes within the party are addressed with diplomacy, sacrifice, patience, and an unwavering commitment to unity. I would like to take this opportunity to commend the Reconciliation Committee for their efforts so far in resolving disputes within the party. Their work has been vital in mending broken ties and strengthening our internal structures. However, we must recognize that the task ahead is significant. I want to remind the committee that they have a huge task ahead, and as the BOT, we stand ready to lend a hand whenever needed. It is part of our responsibility to foster peace and unity among the members of our party, and we are always available to support these efforts. Constitutionality and the rule of law should be the guiding principles of the committee. The committee cannot go wrong with this principle. After all, Honorable Nwike has even alluded to this principle. Recently on national television, he said that the way forward is constitutionality and the rule of law. So we really thank him for that and hope that the committee will ride on this and achieve unity in this party. I therefore implore any member invited by the committee, including the disciplinary committee, to submit himself or herself, because the party is supreme. We are one family, except we want to unwittingly encourage and support the ruling party to turn Nigeria into a one-party state. And I think we are almost there. On August 20th, 2024, the Board of Trustees held a significant meeting with His Excellency Governor Similai Fubara of Rivers State. The discussions were comprehensive, touching on the situation in Rivers and the PDP's future direction. Further details of this meeting will be provided during the executive session with other members of the BOT as we work towards resolving key issues within the party. Similarly, on September 18th, 2024, we had the privilege of meeting with His Excellency Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State, who is the chairman of the Governors Forum, PDP, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Nyesom Wike, and the PDP National Assembly Caucus. These discussions were aimed at addressing concerns within the party and fostering unity among leadership. Once again, full details of these meetings will be shared during the executive session with the BOT members as part of our efforts to resolve pressing issues within the party. At this critical juncture in our party's trajectory. I believe it is imperative, and I believe I'm speaking the minds of my colleagues in the board, that we convene a meeting of the National Executive Committee, NEC, as scheduled for the 24th of October this year. This will allow us to address pressing matters and strategize on the way forward for the PDP, especially as we gear up for future elections and prepare to strengthen our internal structures. On the agenda, we don't want to talk about in the open here about our fate in Edo State, and of course go deep into, like I said, into the rivers crisis. However, as we continue on this journey, let us remember that the future of our party, and indeed our country, depends on the unity, integrity, and hard work of each of us. The PDP remains the beacon of hope for millions of Nigerians, and it is our duty to ensure that we remain true to the principles upon which this great party was founded. If the PDP Board of Trustees is kicked out of politics of Nigeria, Nigeria is gone. There will be no opposition. And of course, what we have is nothing but anarchy. And like I said earlier, we are almost getting there. We should not forget how it started in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The signs are here for everybody to see. I therefore urge all members of this board, and indeed all party leaders, to redouble their efforts in the months ahead. Together we can overcome any challenges that lie ahead and continue to steer our great party towards victory and prosperity. Before I take my seat, the leadership of the board will brief members, particularly as it concerns the tenure of members, the tenure which has really expired on the 6th, I believe, of this month. But because of the problems we have, and because the BOT has the powers to regulate itself, the secretary, when it gets to that in the executive session, will give reasons why some considerations, were made for the board to approve, so that at the end. So
for his opening address, the chairman, His Excellency Dr. Ibrahim Nampongo, permit me to announce, gentlemen, welcome all the Board of Trustees of our great party here present. Senator Sam Nnamekayon, Deputy of our great party, His Excellency Ambassador Omar Iliadamango, former Senate President, Senator
Almighty Allah, stop Alhamdulillah,
and local government levels, all these we ask. Go Christian.